The Bubblegum Kid. This is the story of Billy Bob Glump, a weird little tyke who loved to chew gum. And because chewing gum was all that he did, he was known around town as the Bubblegum Kid. He once chewed a piece for 7 straight weeks, only stopping for meals and to rest his sore cheeks. Some say that Billy Bob chewed in his sleep, and that even his dreams had gum-chewing sheep. But also poor Billy had one tiny trouble, for he try he might, he could never blow a bubble. He'd blow till his face got red, but the gum would pop out of his wee little head. The schoolyard bully named Double Chin Dan wasn't a Billy Bob fan. He teased little Billy, popped gum in his face, and tripped him over to win the potato sack race. What a big meanie Dan is. Now Billy Bob had about all he could take, and that Dan would soon learn that he'd made a big mistake. For Billy got help from his mischievous sister, a terror of sort that his parents called Twister. She taught him how to blow and pucker his lips, and she gave him a few of her secret tips. With time Billy became pretty good. He blew the best bubbles in all of Mount Hood. He learnt to blow shapes and animals too. His best trick was the pink kangaroo. At night he blew bubbles inside one another, a feat that impressed his gum-chewing mother. So one recess Billy came up with a plan. He'd blow a huge bubble and show that kid Dan. He puckered his mouth full of his favourite gum, and in minutes all eyes were on Billy Bob Glump. His bubble grew larger with each breath that he took, and he managed to grin as Dan walked up to take a look. The kids were all cheering, some screaming for more. Double Chin grimaced, then stormed towards the door. Now Billy Bob should have known better, and stopped when the kids began hiding in case that thing popped. Then along came a breeze, and poor Billy Bob flew right out of the schoolyard and over the zoo. He sailed past his house and circled round town, clenching his teeth so he wouldn't fall down. Birds became stuck, that gum was like glue. Kites became tangled, and model planes too. Billy Bob panicked. This wasn't his plan. Then he looked down and saw Double Chin Dan. Dan steadied his slingshot and took careful aim, fired, then screamed at the explosion that came. Pieces of gum flew all over school. One glob landed on top of the nurse. Her head became stuck inside her purse. The custodian ran out with a bucket and mop, but he fell on a piece and hollered, "Please stop!" The trees were all covered, the jungle gym too. A class of 3rd graders was covered in goo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Principal Chaney took Dan by the collar. "You'll clean up this mess and repay every dollar." And what happened to Billy Bob Glump? He had to wear braces so he couldn't chew gum. The end.